So this night is about you. 10 years ago today, I was sitting where you were, nervous, anxious, jittery, waiting for the results to see what happened. And I want you to just take a deep breath, relax, sit back and enjoy, because you are already winners. Just by submitting a film to this festival, you're joining the ranks of an incredible number of people over the course of the past 17 years who have made films for this very festival.
When we started the Greenfield Youth Film Festival, there were 5 participating schools. This year, we welcomed over 20 schools from the greater Philadelphia region and received 140 film submissions. I'm sure my grandparents would be thrilled with how their vision is being fulfilled with tonight's event and the learning and success of so many young film artists. I know that it has far surpassed Ron and my expectations.
This year's winner of the Best Director Award was also nominated for Best Narrative, Best Comedy, Best Use of a Teacher, Best Screenplay, Editing, Cinematography, Acting, the list goes on and on. For sound design, the film you're about to watch got incredible reviews from the judges. Not only the writer-director was said to have knocked it out of the park, but the actor was also praised and called captivating.
The group project for this year was a film minute. In alphabetical order, the 3 finalists are Larry Fine, Reporting for Duty, Middle Bucks Institute of Technology, Not Again, Abington High School, and The Prop, Upper Dublin High School. And the winner of the group project is Not Again, Abington High School.
The third place experimental film was described by one judge as having great visual effects and a very cool concept. The second place experimental film was also nominated for Best Narrative Film. It was called Gorgeous, Compelling, Impressive, and Short and Sweet and Scary, just the way a good short should be. The first place experimental film received feedback from the judges praising the visuals, the lighting, the edit, the narration, while at the same time being thought-provoking.
So excited for Pixie and Ben winning first place experimental film. Ben is going to NYU this year, and Pixie is just an amazing kid, so eccentric, just a pleasure to have in my classrooms.
The winner for Best Screenplay was described by a viewer as a powerful story that needs to be told. Not only is it well written, but the right actress was chosen for the part.
So the student who directed the Best Editing film was described as having a true skill for horror movie directing. It was creepy, surprising, and completely enjoyable, as described by the judges. There's not a lot that can be said about the third place documentary without giving away the winner, but it was greatly enjoyed and appreciated by the judges and will hopefully resonate with many who are here tonight. And the second place documentary is a terrific mix of silliness and education while being very engaging. And the first place documentary is a film described as beautiful by more than one judge, in addition to having excellent interviews, production value, and superb stop-motion graphics.
It's not always easy to pull off a believable performance in a student film. I mean, tonight's have been incredible, but sometimes it's not easy. But the cast here did it in spades, and they held my attention, and they really carried the story through.
The next film to receive a Greenie was technically nominated for a thriller/horror award, and also called it a very creative story with a great use of music, visuals, and sound effects to set the tone.
The Greenie for PSA goes to a film called Be Kind by Esme Lauder and Sailor McBride, 10th graders at Philadelphia Copper.
If a judge described the third place narrative film as fun to judge, logic would dictate we have to expect that it would be just as fun, if not more, just to watch. Second place narrative was highly praised by all of the judges. It was funny and had great cinematography and great acting. Overall, great filmmaking. First place narrative was an absolute delight. I think these are my words, actually. It had great locations, great sound, lighting, wonderful art direction. In my opinion, your work went above and beyond.
I am just so honored to be receiving this award. I'd like to thank my wonderful cast for bringing this sweet, slightly strange fairy tale to life. I'd like to thank Marlene Thornton, who's always there to lend a hand when you need it, Daniel Meter, my 2 biggest supporters, my mom and dad, and to the Greenfield Foundation for making this all possible. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
The film voted Best Comedy was described as, quote, very clever and well done, and a, quote, fun spoof with great integration of story, characters, lighting, sound, and editing.
The judge's response to the film winning Best Cinematography were mostly about how funny it was, but it was done with the rhythm, the style, and solid cinematography and editing.
Thank you all for voting. I am pleased to announce that the winner of this year's Movie Poster Award goes to The Monster by Bowden Cattrall, Springfield Township High School. Over the years, many film festival participants and winners have gone on to successful careers in the visual arts. I look forward to some future Academy Award celebration where the Oscar winner references their start and inspiration in the Greenfield Youth Film Festival.